Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where I thought on this fantastic Monday we would start by flying the Skyship, aka the Blimp, because I like flying the Blimp, and over the weekend I was kind of just going to random places, flying the Blimp. It's always funny because when you're in this thing, other players pretty much gravitate towards it. You're almost like a beacon on the map where where no matter what people are flying, they always seem to kind of head over to you. So we're going to be doing this over London and then just kind of going wherever from there. But mainly our focus is going to be London and just seeing how the sim's doing with, you know, photogrammetry, performance, and all that good stuff. And of course, as we talked about last time, whenever I'm live streaming, we're going to be in free flight. So that way, if you're wanting to join on up, you can do so. We're in US West servers, and my flight conditions will always be the same. It'll be live weather and time, live air traffic, and all players for multiplayer. So, that is that. Hopefully everybody's having a great start to their week. Let's go ahead and spawn in Heathrow and annoy some people probably, because the Blimp always spawns on the runway. I wish it wouldn't, but... Because if you pick anywhere, you're always on the runway, so I'll just let the sim pick whatever it wants for us, and we'll go from that. But as usual, hopefully everybody's having a fantastic time with Sim Update 3. I know I have. Been spending a lot more time in career mode again, and it's been nice. But see, you saw that. We picked a parking spot, and it still was like, you know what? You want the runway? It does freak out a little bit when you spawn in. If you spawn on the ground anywhere else, the Blimp just floats away, so you just gotta keep that in mind. Some craziness with the Skyship. But alright, I'm not gonna spend too much time on the ground, because I do want to get out of the way. I feel like people are gonna be annoyed. I mean, if they're annoyed, then they can just turn off multiplayer, but, you know, it's fine. Little airliner doing some weird stuff. Ground services, disconnect, please. Thank you very much. And we are out. Oh, boy. Is it really windy? It must be, because it is blowing us to the left. Not ideal. Oh, yeah. It's quite the crosswind going on. Sorry, at least we're clearing out of the runway, so that's good. Alright, we're gonna get this power all the way up. If the wind becomes too much of a nuisance, I'll just go ahead and turn it off, but we'll make do with it. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun way to kind of just start off the week. Hello, Nighthawk, Barry, and Sir DLW. Hello, hello. How's it going? It's going great. How is it going for you? Happy to have everybody here already. Oh, I see DLW. Very nice. And again, if you're just joining the stream and you want to hop on in, all my live streams will be in free flight from now on. That way, pretty much every stream is a community stream. But yeah, I spent a good amount of time over the weekend flying this Blimp, and it was just awesome, because, you know, being on the same build as everybody now, it's great seeing other players doing their thing, landing at bigger airports, seeing the AI somewhat do what they're supposed to. And this Blimp is very well optimized, like the frame rates and just like it's amazing flying this thing, especially if you're wanting to do some sightseeing, so highly recommend it if you haven't messed with this just yet. Plus, you know, getting a little bit more practice landing this thing. Tremaine, hello, hello, and Binky, hello as well. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Monday. Thank you for stopping on by. let's head over to downtown London. And of course, our starting point is Heathrow, just in case you don't know. Love the P-38, Tim, my fave. Very nice, Binky. Yeah, I mean, it's just... I love the fact that all those planes in that museum are flyable. Like, they fly them every year. It's just awesome, so... Glad you enjoyed the short. But it's such a cool plane. I love it, too. So it's a great one to have as a favorite. A rare, beautiful day here in London. Yeah, no doubt. Just a little breezy. But hey, no, not a cloud in the sky, apparently. Oh, there's a few, but... Nothing oh, and there's... Oh my goodness, DC-6 pilot. I don't know if that's a viewer. Because I saw DC-6 pilot before I even started the stream. But that's what I'm talking about. Every time you're in this blimp, it just... People gravitate towards it, because I've never really seen many people flying this. And Matt, we got some blimp in action finally, I know. No doubt. I was pretty happy with my title for this, you know, blimping around. Oh, man. And Nighthawk, this is Heathrow, aka Echo Golf Lima Lima, EGLL. And of course you can just spawn over London, because that's where we're heading. Can already start seeing the skyline from here. But see, this is what I was talking about. When you're flying this thing around, the photogrammetry is even... Like, I don't know, it's just... This is the way to sightsee in the sim. Because I was doing stuff over LA and all that, and... It was very nice. Let's see here. You're flying the Beluga XL, very nice. Tremaine? Goodness. I almost said Tremania. I love the Beluga XL. I can't wait to do some career stuff with it. Do we still have the helicopter following us? I don't think so. How cool it looks down there. Oh, I love it. Currently 27 here in sunny Stevenage. Oh, very nice. See, I picked a good day to blimp around. I do want to lose a little bit of altitude, though. Move our engines to the... a little bit downward. Probably a little bit more. Because we're gaining a little bit more altitude than I want at the moment. That wind is going to be a pain, though, when we land, so we'll have to find somewhere that's perfectly turning into a headwind, because if not, we're not landing this thing. There's somebody behind us. We need to engage our countermeasures. I don't know if I can really... I can't really see who's behind. I'll have to go outside for that. Oh, it's 0721. Oh, a Cessna 152. Very nice. And I see DLWs up in the air. In the Eurocopter. I've been seeing a lot of Eurocopters flying around, which is pretty cool. Look at our shadow right there, I see it. I have still yet to see a blimp in real life. I need to see like the Goodyear blimp or something. It's unbelievable. You're doing all the real-world scheduled Beluga flights. Nice. That's awesome. Man, look at that crosswind. Like, I love how we're just crabbing all around here. Oh my, yes. BC Rail Sit. I was hoping to see some other blimps. Yeah, I saw you on the EFB. That's awesome. What a beautiful sight. I was really hoping that looks great. I love it. Looks like a heat-seeking missile at this point. Oh, man. Oh my. Coming in hot. Nice. That looks amazing. Oh, and there's the 152. Hang on. Let's look to our right. Nice. Hello! It's pretty funny, the 152 has to pretty much stall out to keep up with our blistering pace of 40 knots. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. You're gonna come in the cabin with us? Oh, and there goes out. He's in the blimp. Oh, this has turned out even better than I was hoping it would. This is fantastic already. My goodness. And Adam, yes, this is multiplayer. I've decided that anytime I'm live streaming, we're going to be in free flight, especially now that everybody's on the same build, so people can hop on in. We're on the US West servers. And of course, you can join on in whatever you want to fly, and make sure there's the blimp again. But yep, everybody can join on. Ooh, there's a stadium down there. Looking sweet. Is there something in there? What is that? I think it's just something floating. I mean, probably a light, maybe? Oh yeah, or no. Yes. Those are lights. This wasn't fully loaded in just yet. Got the traffic going on down there. Adam, just try it out, because Flight Sim's a weird one where I know in 2020 you didn't need Xbox Live to see multiplayer players. So I mean, if you can, I would just try it out anyways and see what happens. How to turn this thing seriously? Well, I fly with a controller, an Xbox controller, and you can go with the left or right on the left stick, or, so let's see, if we wanted to make a left, we should be able to turn this off, the right starboard, or the starboard engine, and then we should be turning that way as well. So I'll put a little right rudder, or not right rudder, but just right turn, and now we're only powered by the left engine, or the port engine. And then that gives you, you know, obviously a better turn, but I never really do that. I'm always just going left and right. It gives me enough of a turn, but hopefully that makes sense. It just looks awesome seeing another blimp in the sky with me. I love that. And is DLW close? Oh yeah, there's DLW. Very nice. And I guess we'll just follow the river over here, huh? Do it that way. Got 91,000? Wow, okay. Very nice. Hello, London. I bring you a blimp. Oh my goodness, hello. And a 152. We have a whole little carriage under the blimp. It can spawn out. It's always funny seeing that like experimental design that they wanted to do, where these airships were gonna be like aircraft carriers somehow, where they could deploy planes out of it. That would have been a sight to see. But see, now we're getting a little bit of a glimpse of that. You get such a cool view no matter where you are in this cabin area. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do is move back up here. Check out that view we have. Ooh, looking nice. But let me go with some more down vectoring, lower our altitude a little bit more. That way we can fully enjoy the London sights. Oh, I see Buckingham. Is Rail Sim heading towards us? Because it looks like he's... I can't really... I think it is heading towards us. If I have to take a guess. Oh, there's DLW with the Eurocopter. Hopefully they can resolve the multiplayer model not behaving correctly. Are you enjoying it, by the way, DLW? Oh my, what is going on in front of us here? Full nose down position going on here. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know the blimp could point down that much. What is going on? Oh no. Oh, look! Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize the multiplayer shadows work, too. Nice. Oh, and my shadow goes over... Oh, that's cool. Okay. I didn't even know it did that. That's amazing. Uh-oh. Some people are in for a nice surprise down there. And off to our front right, you can see Buckingham Palace. Which, let's go ahead and level out our props. As we do not need to descend anymore. I feel like we're at a good altitude. Will that fit through Tower Bridge? I mean, now that you brought it up, I mean, it's only reasonable to test it out. Yes, but can't fly and type. Gotcha. Understandable. Oh my god, you really got that thing turned around. Nice. No, London's looking really nice. There are a lot of ships. What is going on with that? Goodness. There's Big Ben. Right? Yes? I believe. I doubt there's a lot of tall clocks going on in London, so I would assume that's what it is. The London Eye. How's everybody else doing back here? Trying to see if I can see anybody from inside. I lost the blimp. The LW still... Where did the other blimp go? Oh, there it is. How did I not see that? You know, the blimp's so small, really difficult to see what's going on. That's a crazy looking building. Tower Bridge has to be done. Alright, let's pull back on the power here. Because bridges are a bit weird in the sim, where some of them have, you know, like a hitbox to them, while others don't. Oh, what was that building? That one's even crazier than the other one I was pointing out. It's behind... Oh, look at that. It's like a little spire thing. I guess that's more of a spire there, but you get what I'm talking about. Oh, we're not fitting through that. I can already tell from here. There's no way. We're too big for that. No, this looks awesome. This is what I'm talking about. Like, if you're wanting to do some sightseeing, the blimp is perfect for it. All this unobstructed view going on. Just awesome. Yep, that won't work. No, definitely not. Way too big for that. Oh, I didn't even see that. Nice. I guess we'll head over to the... Is it called O2 or something? It's some weird name for that stadium thing over there. HMS Belfast down by the bridge. I'm not getting any boat names. Or am I not looking at the right spot? By the way... Oh, never mind. Hang on. There we go. I'm not seeing any, like, specific ships. Because I guess these are just randomly spawned in. Like, they're not actually live boats, just to kind of make it seem more alive. There's a lot of boats sitting around there, my goodness. I'm gonna guess it's not supposed to be those types of ships, though, because that seems a little weird. Got some, like, yachts next to barges and everything going on. And Nicholas, back on PC. Probably tomorrow we'll be hopping back over to the Xbox version to see what's going on there. Since the last couple streams have been on PC. But yeah, we'll definitely be heading back into the Xbox version here this week. And absolutely, Nicholas. Yeah, just was really in the mood to blimp around on PC today. And I know the stream started a little bit earlier than usual. Oh, nice. Should be able to see you from inside. There you are. The Ade Atse livery. I just can't believe they didn't do the rotor blades. I don't know what's been going on with this either, but it's duplicating the nameplates for some reason. Not sure what that's about either. And it only happens once it gets, you know, once a player gets closer to you, it does it. It's almost like it's, because I think what's happening is, since we see the pilot, the avatar, kind of jump around outside the aircraft, I think that's why it's duplicating the nameplates, because it's showing both the aircraft and then the player itself. Which is just a bit odd. Puffin of Dart. What kind of name is that for a boat? Unbelievable. Is that an IKEA? Yep, it sure is. You can tell those things from miles away. And a huge sailboat. Which does look really cool. And a tug. By the way, we need to lower our altitude again. We're starting to gain a bit too much altitude. We don't need that. Is my other blimp around? Oh, that looks nice over there. Oh, I think we lost blimp number 2. Just you and me, DLW. Oh, we're going by another stadium. I don't know why I'm so shocked by that. It's England, you're gonna see a lot of football stadiums. That IKEA's in a very interesting spot though, because it seems like everything else is kind of industrial. I mean, there are some like condo apartment things there, so... There it is. We have an IKEA in Denver, but I've never been to it. Because, I mean, to be honest, I don't really need any more furniture, so... just go there for the Swedish meatballs, I suppose. No. Is DLW paused? Oh no. Okay. it just looked like it. All right. Bring the thrust vectoring up a little bit. And one other thing I want to test too during this live stream before we wrap it up is I keep seeing people saying that the 737 in career mode is not usable because it continues to say that the passengers weren't loaded. So it fails the... oh, actually, crap. I won't be able to test it out. Oh, no, I can. We'll do an employee one because I want to just see that for myself. Because I remember hearing stuff, you know, like the landing gear malfunction and things that we weren't running into specifically. Is that actually a tunnel? That's pretty weird. Like, I wonder why... because I'm assuming it goes here and then probably there and then back. I guess it's because maybe... oh, no, I know what... that's not a tunnel. It's a ferry launch pier thing, right? That would make more sense, because I was confused as to why a tunnel would be there. But no, that looked more like just a road to get onto a ferry and then wherever it goes from that. Is this a prison? Looks prison-y, got the wings on there. Woolwich Ferry. Gotcha, okay. Because, yeah, once we got closer to it, I was like, that doesn't make any sense to be a tunnel, so... Nice. Oh, what is that thing? Little spiral... thing going on there? But yeah, it's definitely a prison complex for sure. Got the fence all the way around. Nice. A little mini spiral there, too. I would imagine, because some of this is in the US, too, burial grounds? If I'd have to take a wild guess? Or maybe just some random hill, I don't know. I'm just going off of what I'm familiar with from here. That was a nice little flight through London there. Oh. The blimp has returned. Very nice. Alright, so our next objective, since we've flown through there, the wind is coming from the right. We need a runway that's angled this way. Which, oh, this looks like the perfect blimp landing spot up to the north of us here. It'll take us a little bit to get there, though. But we will go full power, of course. Make it from 40 knots to about 50. We'll be there in no time. Because the last time I tried landing, when we live streamed the airship, it was not going very well, so hopefully we can have a better outcome this time. Quite a bit of new construction was going on when these images were created. They still need to work on how the traffic flows. I guess if you're not really paying attention to it, it kind of blends in, but it's always funny seeing the vehicles just going head on. Collisions everywhere in the world. Always like those long row buildings. Reminds me when we lived in Lakenheath, in the base housing. It was just longer brick buildings. Those are all gone now. But yeah, every time I fly over England and I see that type of stuff, I always remember Lakenheath. And from the bustling streets of London to the countryside of England, where we're heading to Echo Golf, Sierra Golf, for hopefully a decent landing with the blimp. And I know blimps aren't everybody's cup of tea, but hopefully still enjoying this flight. Get to see the awesome photogrammetry over in England. Wow, I think they have enough fields down there. 1, 2, I don't know what those square ones are, but they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe a 7th football field? No, just 6. No, I didn't count the dirt one, or the sand one. So, yep. They got enough football fields for sure. Oh, they have more. Holy crap. That's crazy. That's probably a good 20 of them in that area. It's a big golf course. I think it's a European thing to be an airship. And then here it's a blimp. I guess you might be calling it an airship here too. I don't know, honestly. I mean, it's just probably just regional. But since it was created by Airbus, which of course is European, I think it's just always been airship there. But I think both can be used. I don't think it really is specific. Oh, Barry, you crashed into the river for a bit. Oh, no. Stapleford, nearest airfield to my home. Oh, really? Nice. Okay. Very nice. Oh, sorry, Adam. Sorry you couldn't get in, but awesome. Glad you're enjoying those. Well, at least we're knowing what we're doing after we land in this airport here. We're all heading to DLW's house. If you hear the reports of a blimp crashing at the airport, those stories are false. But yeah, I think this will end up being a perfect airport for it, because then we can have a headwind, which may or may not be helpful to us. We'll see. Oh my goodness, the camera's really zoomed in. I still see the blimp. That has a great draw distance too. It doesn't disappear like other stuff. It's always funny seeing, you know, just how some planes are optimized very well and other ones just are not. Engine failure. Oh no. What happened to the Eurocot? I was wondering why you were visiting the little village back there, a little town. Looks like you landed in a park though, which is nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get these engines pointed down. But this is a perfect airport for the blimp. We're also going to go ahead and pull back the power. Uh-oh. Ooh. What in the world? A little freeze there. And we're going to circle around, kind of have a regular landing. You're about 40 miles north of London. Nice. Luton Airport is closest major airport to be 20 minutes by car. I always like Europe and their airports. I mean, just Europe in general. I mean, everywhere you go, you can pretty much expect like a cafe or something in there. That's always nice. Most of the airports here don't have that. It's annoying. Or, you know, especially in Germany, they have all these like seating areas right on the runway. You get to see all the airport, not on the runway, next to it, I should clarify. Yeah, you can sit on the runway and really get the experience, the planes flying by. But you get what I mean. It's just, I love how Europe does that stuff. Because, I mean, there's some airports here in the US that have something similar to it, but it's not very common. But in Europe, I mean, just everywhere you go, you can basically guarantee some sort of cafe or something. Sit on an outdoor patio, watch the traffic going. Like, it's so nice. Here, if you're by an airport, everybody suspects the worst for some reason. It's like, I'm just watching planes. Like, what is this? It's just so annoying. Because you can see how the wind is pushing us right now. We're not going the direction we're pointing. That's how much wind is absolutely pushing us here. And EasyJet's a relatively nice airline, right? I don't really hear too many bad things about it. Decrease our altitude as we continue to turn final. And again, I always like to clarify this too. When Sim Update 4's beta releases, whenever it does, I'm still going to switch to the regular one, so that way people that aren't on the beta and they want to fly will kind of be going back and forth. Because, I mean, the main reason I didn't do that with Sim Update 2 is I didn't like Sim Update 2, especially with the beta that Sim Update 3 was. I didn't want to go back to that version of the sim. But to kind of go back between 3 and 4, I'm okay with. Oh, DLW's back in the air after the engine malfunction in the Eurocopter. What are you flying? We're flying the Skyship. Lovely blimp. Which, if you need to know, is much cooler than any airliner. So, just putting that out there. Alright, almost to the runway here. Wind is starting to affect us here now that we're kind of angled perfectly. We're fighting it a bit with that wind. But I do believe that we're at the point that I'm wanting, because it should be more of a headwind heading into this runway, which is perfect. And there's our other blimp. By the way, does it show up as a blimp? It does not. They need to change that, because it shows up on a blimp for your own EFB. I'd love to see that show up for other players as well. I think that'd be cool. Kind of look around instead of everybody, and especially for helicopters too, because right now any multiplayer player shows up as just a regular plane icon. So it'd be nice to see that variety going on the map. So you can be like, oh, there's a helicopter over here, a blimp over there, stuff like that. I think would be quite nice. Gonna bring that power back. We're gonna have the engines pointed up, so when we do put power in, it's gonna give us that lift. Because my whole goal, of course, is to have just a gradual descent, which I'm not getting now. Hang on. Be nice to see like 50 blimps at once one of these days. You know how cool that would look? Just terrorize a city with airships everywhere. And Barry, if you're live weather right now, I mean, you're going to be dealing with a lot of wind, especially the direction you're heading, because that wind is hitting you directly on the left side of your blimp, or the port side. We got to be very specific. Hello, DLW. Happy to see you back in the air. By the way, we are cruising at a very hefty speed of about 3 knots. And the reason for that is, of course, that wind. We're basically in hover mode at this point. So I'll have to put in a bit more power. We're also going to increase our thrust vectoring to point more down. Because if we don't, we're going to pretty much just kind of float where we are, or even get pushed backwards. Because it's probably a good 15-20 knot wind that's going on at the moment. There we go. We can see our altitude is descending. We're getting about 500 feet per minute of a descent. Oh, no, I don't want that. Hang on. Crap. Totally wasn't paying attention. Get a little bit of a reverse going. Bring that power back. That forward. bit more down. More down. Just try to make this as gradual as we can. Oh, there's DLW. I was looking for you. Nice. More down. Bring the power back. Try to make this as smooth as we can. Oh, hang on. Now we're getting some ground wind here. Shifting us to the right. I mean, it's alright if we're in the grass, not too worried about it. Point ourselves into the wind a bit more so that way we get that, you know, forward momentum stopped quite a bit. Bring our vectoring down even more straight down. Bring that power back. They need to add more to landing this because you can't get the support back like you have in the beginning when you first launch it. So there's really no way of stopping it unless you just shut off the engines and it just float or it just kind of freezes in the air. It'd be nice to see them do a bit more with it. Or I don't know, if you get close enough you can say, hey, get the people to grab the cable or whatever. You know, stuff like that would be cool. Come on, a little bit more down. We're almost there. Because I think in real life at this point, there'd be people grabbing onto it and all that. Like, it's not just you landing it on its own. Like you have to in the sim. And bounce. I didn't really want to bounce there, but I put in too much power. Come on, get down. Man, it was so perfect on that first one, but then it decided to come in a little too hot. There we go, just smooth and gradual. That's the name of the game here. There we go. No, why does it keep bouncing on me? No. Get down there. That's unbelievable. I don't know why it bounces like that. It's almost like it's on low gravity. I don't even have any power on. Oh. Every time I stream it, I can't land. Like, when I'm not streaming, it lands perfectly. It doesn't bounce or anything. And it's just, I don't know why it always does this. It's like I'm on moon gravity or something. I don't know why it just pops up like that again. Tempted to drive in a car and say hi. We'll be here because apparently this thing doesn't want to. I don't have control over one engine now either. It's not booted up, I guess. Because, yeah, the right one isn't moving anymore, which is great. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. See, like, you'd have other people helping you out to avoid it just doing all this. So I'm kind of hoping the Sobo will come back to this and... Well, actually, I think this was Any Builds that made this, didn't they? I'm stuck on a button here. But it's just so annoying. Like, I need to just record it when I'm not streaming so I can show you how I land. Like, I don't know why it's always a pain when I'm streaming it, but that's fine. We should already be on the ground. I don't know why it bounced back up. Oh, no, it is a Sobo. So, Sobo, can we make it to where we get some other features with this? As opposed to just landing it on its own? Because now, it's all messed up anyways, because one of my engines isn't working. Oh, it's so annoying, because I want a great... Like, it was all smooth and great, too, up until everything just didn't go smooth. But in reality, it shouldn't have bounced up like it did. Anyways, I don't know why it did that. Because that made no sense. This thing just wants to be a pain. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know why it's doing this now. Ridiculous. Well, anyways, I still count the landing we had. It shouldn't even be doing any of this anymore. It's just annoying. That was such a great approach and crap, and then it... Because, by the way... You know how I know it's messed up? Because, look. If you hit configure, look what happens to the blimp. It doesn't even want to stay in the menu. It leaves. So, there. It's unbelievable. But anyways, that was still fun. I love flying that thing. There's still some improvements to be made with it. Because I know that second landing we had, because I know the first one was hard. I understand the bounce there. But that second one, it felt like we were on the moon, and it was really weird. So, whatever. But the other thing I want to test out in this stream is, I keep seeing people say in career mode that the 737 missions can't be completed because of something going on. It says the passengers weren't loaded or something. So I just want to see for myself. I don't have a 737, so hopefully we can get one in employee and see what's going on. Because last time we did this, people were saying the gear was always breaking after loading or whatever. So I just want to see if everything does what it's supposed to. We're not going to do the full flight. I just keep seeing it on the forums that people cannot complete a 737 mission. You know what? This is actually kind of short. Now I have hiccups, which is great. Do we have an even shorter one? Because I'd like to do a full flight just to see. Looks like that might be the shortest one, an hour. We can do that. Let's just do it really quick. Do a full flight if we can, because apparently you cannot. So that's a good place to test it out. My arm is hurting now with flying the blimp. Unbelievable. But let's see, what does the air valve toggle do? I think, because I always have it set to auto, because when you're flying a blimp, there's this whole thing where you can adjust the air that's in the blimp itself to kind of help with, you know, diving, climbing, and stuff like that, is my very scientific understanding of the blimp. Because, you know, I'm a professional blimp flyer in real life. 70 million hours flown. So, I mean, I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to blimps. Oh, man. But yeah, still, hopefully you guys enjoyed some blimps. I love flying that stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. See if things are truly broken or not. Because last time we did this, people were always saying that the gears were breaking, and I never saw that, so... We'll find out together.
Hi, Captain. Happy to work with you today. I'm your first officer, Aerial Fields. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay. So we're gonna... Oh, we have to wait for the cutscene, right? Got the United livery going on.
It's Alma the Pursuer. Ready to board passengers.
Alright, let's do it.
On your go ahead.
Why do you talk so slow? Oh, oh, I hate that voice. That's the same voice that's always like, well, you know, we could have done better. We'll go through it in the stat. And she's the same one from the search and rescue missions I hate. No wonder. They need to delete that voice. Horrendous.
The jetway is going to be connected.
Oh, terminal's in the way. I just want to see if the jetway connects correctly.
Boise ground, CTWN 32, Hotel Papa.
Oh, wow, that's a... What an animation. Why is it a... Okay. I'm not sure why that's not smooth.
Alpha Tree 09er. Baggage is on the way.
I wonder if they fixed this bug, because I remember in Sim Update 2, whenever anything was moving on the ground, the frame rate would just explode, so it looks like some fixes have happened to that.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er. The catering truck is on the road.
Nope, it's still... Never mind. They still need to work on that. Never mind, that's still broke. That's annoying.
Boise ground, CTWN 32.
Did they fix the trim? Oh, hang on, I'm not gonna do too much camera movements with them moving around. Nope, it's still -4. Why don't... They fix the speed that, like, okay. Oh my goodness.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er is cleared to
They didn't
Portland
fix anything.
Airport
This is still a
via
pain
the
to
Bravo
mess
Oscar
with.
India Tree departure. Runway 10 left. Climb via Sid maintain flight level tree 00. Departure frequency is 118.05. Squawk 2635.
Still defaults to -4 trim. And that's after they said, oh, they've made it to where the trim's faster. Okay. Unbelievable.
Cleared to Portland via the Bravo Oscar India Tree departure, runway 10 left. Climb via Sid, maintain flight level tree 00. Departure frequency is 118.05. Squawk 2635. CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alright, 91% boarded. 96%? 98%?
All luggage on board, Captain. We've completed boarding, Captain.
I fear an A350 moment. This isn't made by any build, so it should be alright, but still, I don't know why they're not fixing the trim. I don't know why it spawns in at -4.
Fuel gauge reads 50%, Captain.
Push back. Alright, I'll be right back while it does that. Hang on.
Boise ground, CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er requesting pushback.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er. Pushback request accepted. Boise ground, generic November 755 Sierra Lima.
Hey, Captain,
Request
Tobor,
taxi
okay.
for east departure. Generic November 755 Sierra Lima. Taxi to and hold short of runway 10 right using taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Juliet. Contact tower on 119.0 when ready.
You are clear to start engines.
Alright, I am back. The pushback is still not done. At least all the ground stuff is done, because yeah, that's still something they need to work on. What kind of taxiway is that? Oh, it's just a different color. I thought it was dirt. I'll just leave the parking brake on until we're done booting this thing up fully. And DLW am off, a delight, helped by it being a public holiday, good weather, and I had a few beers on the go. Nice, DLW. Again, thanks for flying in the sim and hanging out in the stream. Very much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Generic 5 Sierra Lima. Acknowledge last transmission.
Time for more counseling. Because yeah, I've seen so many people say that the 737 is unusable in career mode. So I wanted to finally test it out, and I thought I'd do it live, so we can see together if it truly is. Because so far, everything's all right.
Generic Echo Charlie Golf, Boise ground. Pushback approved.
It really is funny to me to see some of the stuff that people complain about on the forums. And a lot of it has to do with third-party stuff, like it's a third-party plane that's broken or something. It's a third-party airport add-on that has a weird glitch going on. It's like, why are you telling Asobo this? You need to tell the third-party developer that they need to work on it, just like the Coronado beacon light. Since I'm assuming they created their own light system, that's why their red beacon light is so bright you see it from space. Something with their end needs to get fixed, because it's on every Coronado aircraft, so it's just... Not everything's on Asobo, especially when it comes to third-party stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if some third-party programs are causing issues for people in career mode. You know, like the Beyond ATC or stuff, just random things. That's why if you run into weird issues, just try Vanilla Sim first and then report the bug. Because I feel like a lot of that stuff is from that happening. I'm not saying it's just Beyond ATC specifically, just in general. It's always worth checking that type of stuff out.
Boise ground, CTWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha, Tree 09er, ready to taxi.
Papa Alpha.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09.
They still need to work on this too, where the flight plan just has a huge break in it at the beginning. I'm ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 10 left via taxiway Delta Alpha Whiskey, CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er.
Boise ground, generic Charlie Golf Echo Charlie Golf, ready to taxi IFR. Generic Charlie Golf Echo Charlie Golf. Taxi to and hold short of runway 10 left via taxiway November Alpha Whiskey. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Hey, there we go. See, I remember a little bit. Alright. Where are we heading here? Holy crap, this A330 is about to go through the terminal. Okay, we're heading that way. They still gotta work on AI.
Generic Echo Charlie Golf. Acknowledge last transmission.
Too many times it acts weird, both in career and, of course, in free flight as well.
Dear Dear passengers, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the
Generic Echo
lavatories.
Charlie
If you
Golf,
have any
keep
questions,
hopping.
feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Dear passengers, I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors where we'll be demonstrating our safety procedures. Thank you. Dear passengers, here are the safety procedures. There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you.
Of course, you're gonna come down here, right?
Count the number of rows to this
Okay.
exit. Should the cabin experience a sudden loss
He
of
had
pressure,
second thought.
Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose
Generic
like this.
Echo Charlie
Pull
Golf,
the strap
acknowledge
to
last
tighten it.
transmission.
If you are traveling with children, make sure your own mask is on before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats. Emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. Now, make sure that all hand luggage is stowed away safely. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety.
Hey Omar,
of
how are
your
you
seat
doing this
pocket.
fine Monday? Welcome, welcome. Just doing a quick little test flight here in career mode because I've seen many people on the flight sim forums say that the 737 is completely unusable in career after SU3, so we're here to see if that's proven or not. So far, all is well.
Generic Echo Charlie Golf. Hold
And I think we'll do this
position,
type of stuff a little bit more often too, just during live streams. I'll find some specific reports,
Taxi speed
and then we'll test it out. See what's going on. Oh, speeding. We're fine. We're at 30 knots. I still love that it gives you a little heads up before it gives you the warning. So you can rectify the speeding before it penalizes you. I do like that. Although I still feel like the speed limit is still too low. Obviously depends on airports and so forth, but mine, some of those Southwest aircraft, they're going, they oh my. See, he should get a speeding ticket. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, Southwest, they taxi very fast. It's crazy. Omar, we did. The first hour was blimpage. We did some blimping around in London.
Generic Echo Charlie
I
Golf.
guess we'll go
Hold
10
position.
degrees of flaps. I
Caution
never
on
know what the
taxiway.
airliners need for flaps, so we'll just go with 10
Generic Echo
degrees
Charlie
and
Golf.
call it a
Continue
day.
taxi.
One thing I need to check too is... Okay, the reverse button does work, spoilers are there. We'll have that set to auto anyways.
Taxiing, hold short runway 10 right using taxiway Alpha Juliet, Generic Echo Charlie Golf.
And then auto brakes,
Generic Echo Charlie Golf, hold position. Caution beyond the taxiway.
rejected takeoff.
Boise ground. Generic November 75.
Oh, hang on, I'm still in reverse.
Request taxi for takeoff. East departure.
Generic November 7550.
What is going on with this plane?
Runway 10 right via taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Juliet.
Unbelievable.
Contact tower on 119
He's buzzing the tower.
ready. Generic Echo Charlie Golf.
What a menace.
Continue taxi. Generic Echo Charlie Golf, hold position. Caution beyond the taxiway. Generic Echo Charlie Golf, continue taxi. Skyway SkyWest Tree 701, Boise ground. Pushback approved. Generic Echo Charlie Golf, hold position.
How do we stop short in this thing? They need to make the hold short box bigger for bigger aircraft anyways. I don't know why it's the same size for every plane.
Alpha, Charlie Cross runway, 28 right Charlie, generic 5 Sierra Lima.
Hold position, generic Echo Charlie Golf.
There we go.
SkyWest Tree 701.
Unbelievable.
Boise ground,
Oh
SkyWest
my.
Tree 701.
There is far too much talking in Boise.
Answer your request.
Let's get in there.
Boise Tower, CTWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha.
Oh, he's coming back, I think.
09er ready for departure. Runway 10 left, IFR to Portland.
Yep, he's just doing a sweet orbit around the airport.
Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er, altimeter tree 002. Cleared for takeoff runway 10 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 left, CTWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er.
Alright.
Dear passengers, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly, your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely
I'm gonna go
stored. Thank you.
really light on the trim, because... Oh, no, here, crap, let's test it out. Because normally if you're just above 0, it pulls up very fast. So we'll see if trim's really been fixed, other than the speed it moves was the only thing that was really labeled for trim on the 737. Yeah, so he just pulls up just with barely any trim input, which seems odd, but whatever. I don't really care that much.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er contact Salt Lake Center on 118.05. Good day.
Good day.
Going to 118.05, CTWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er.
Holy
Salt Lake Center,
crap, what a
CTWN
turn.
32,
Jesus.
Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er is passing 4,500 climbing flight level tree 00.
That's ridiculous. I'll just yank the stick over to the left, autopilot.
Salt Lake Center, altimeter tree 002, radar contact, continue. CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er, traffic is 8 o'clock, 3 miles, at 3,000, generic. Report them in sight.
I still think the trim is just weird anyways. Just get us in the general direction of that waypoint. I'm not really too worried about following nav mode. Alright, so we're up in the air. Nothing catastrophic preventing us from flying the 737 in career mode like the forums are making it sound like. Does the flight director need to be on? Because auto throttle is armed. Alright, now we're over 10,000 feet. I think we might be good. I think it's just that's the speed it's at since we're climbing
Descend and maintain 4,800 altimeter
at
29902.
2,600 feet per minute or so. Although the trim loves to do this up and down thing.
Descend and maintain 4,800 generic 6 Sierra Foxtrot.
The thing I'm interested in,
WN32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree
does the
09
trim actually make that noise in a real life Boeing 737? Because I'd be highly surprised if it does. And I also doubt it does this anyways, where it's going up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like, god dang, just pick a goddamn trim and stick with it.
Decimal 05, CT
Goodness gracious.
Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er. Salt Lake Center, CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er is passing 12,200 climbing flight level Tree 00.
But see, this is the thing that's annoying. Anytime I see stuff that's fixed for the plane, it's like, great, you fix the speed it takes to move the trim, but why don't you fix these other things that are going wrong with it? It's like they purposely avoid the major things that need to be fixed, because like the PC-24 auto throttle, that still hasn't been fixed. The trim spawning in at -4 for whatever reason isn't fixed. The trim freaking out in autopilot. It's like, great, the speed to change the trim has been fixed or improved, but then you avoid all the other major issues that need to be fixed, you know, it's just weird. Like, oh, goodness gracious. Let me just do vertical speed. Can you just calm down? You happy now? Great. See, and this is why I don't use flight level change mode, because most of the time it sucks. So that's why, in case you always wonder why I use vertical speed mode, this is why. Nice and peaceful. Listen to that. Everything's fine. It's beautiful. No horrendous noise. No dolphining across the sky. It's beautiful. See? Done. It's just horrendous. I mean, my goodness. But anyways, we have a short flight to Portland, Oregon, so we're not going to be flying for too long. Just wanted to test this out. If you're just joining, we're in the 737 in career mode. Supposedly an impossible task in Sim Update 3 according to the Microsoft Flight Sim forums. And so far, we're proving it completely wrong and completely false. So I don't know what those people are doing, but apparently they're doing something incorrectly. But yeah, so if it ends up doing that, just go into vertical speed mode. Here, I'll zoom in so you can see it. Right there, and then just adjust however much, or descent, ascent, whatever you want to do. And that's a bit of a workaround, because whatever it defaults to with the FLC mode sucks. It's not doing anything that it's supposed to do. The plane freaks out, and it's just horrendous. So... At least that's been resolved. Goodness. Now is the snack time. Everyone gets 5 straws of grass and a small cup of water to flush it down. Very nice, Barry. Giving my half peanut Cowtown Air a little bit of competition out here. Because, I mean, to be completely honest with you, I mean, if you're looking at 2 different airlines and the snacks are either half a peanut or 5 blades of grass with water, because, you know, Cowtown Air does not supply you with water. So I mean, that is, we might have to change some things up if our business starts fluctuating a little bit. I'm really not sure why my speed isn't doing anything, by the way. I'm at full power and I'm only at 140 knots at a 2,000 foot vertical speed. Oh. I know why.
Salt Lake Center. Horizon
You'll never
Air
guess why.
2347
Just
is
pretend you didn't see anything. I just moved.
14,900 descending 40, 400.
It's fine.
Horizon Air 2347, Salt Lake Center, altimeter
Come on.
2999 radar contact.
Why is it having such a difficult time gaining speed? There's no way it takes that long to gain speed.
Climb and maintain 12,000. Expect or nav Zulu runway 10 left approach via Libby transition. Clear to Libby. SkyWest tree 712.
Because you're telling me that a 500 foot per minute
Skywest Tree 712,
ascent, and I'm
contact
barely
voice
gaining
tower
speed at 100%?
18.1 when inbound on the approach.
Because auto throttle is on. Because I'm moving my throttle. Oh, okay, no, I probably messed it up. We'll see. No, it should be fine. But yeah, everything's fine. We didn't leave the flaps down or anything like that.
SkyWest tree 712.
And JBS, the first hour was blimping around. I just didn't want the whole stream to be blimps, because I know not everybody's interested in that. But now we've moved on to proving the Microsoft Flight Sim forms incorrect. Because let me see if I can find it. I need to read some of these posts, because some of them make it seem like it's the end of the world, everything's exploding, and they cannot use the 737 in career mode. The Flight Sim forums is always a very fun place to just read some nonsense. Oh man, let me see if I can find the thread. Polls and feedback. Was it under the 737 one? Here we go. Scrub down to the recent ones. I'll likely never get one career mission in 737 MAX 8 without penalties, all of them on approach. After grueling hours and maximum sim rate times 4 because anything beyond causes the autopilot to go mad with the trim wheel, hence turning this plane into a salt shaker. Blah 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 blah. Even if the ground speed gets caught in the flaps and blah 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 blah. On this note, with the 737 MAX 8 being the only airliner available in career mode, the ATC loves to change files, ILS approaches to RNAV, even if the okay, this isn't what I'm talking about. There's somebody else, I'm sure. I do agree with the trim though, but we figured out a workaround. Just go into vertical speed mode and we're good to go. Alright, now that we're at a normal speed, let's also go ahead and increase that. That way this flight doesn't last too long. 737 career. I know I saw, where was it? Was it just in a random post for Sim Update 3? I'm gonna find it. It's gonna happen. I need to see that post too, because somebody posted a picture of a handcrafted airport having some issues. So I want to see if that's in mine as well. But see, now you know why I don't do these flights. You know? But I picked the shortest one just to kind of get through this as quickly as possible. Which, we're almost halfway through the flight. But yeah, this is just boring to me. But for the sake of testing, that's why we're here. Any blimp improvements? I mean, I didn't notice anything too different. You can now mess with the water ballasts. I didn't mess with that because I just have that set to auto, but still love flying that thing. Performance in the sim with the blimp is awesome. It's a very well optimized aircraft. Hello from Algeria. Well, welcome from Algeria. Barim. Probably completely butchering your pronunciation of your name, but welcome. Happy to have you. But Cow, you need to understand, people want... Yeah, that I thought that was funny reading that too. Want 100% realism, but using 4 times speed in sim rate. Yep. It's amazing. And that's the fun stuff you can read about on the Flight Sim forums. It's just, you see stuff and it's quite the comedy show over here. I'll need to find it again. I need to, like, bookmark some of these posts I see so I can read them. Because some of them are just hilarious. Because I forgot where I read that. It might have been in the Sim Update 3 thread still. Because sometimes searching around on the forum is a pain. Alright, let's see what this one is. Career, do not display company names on the 737 MAX. Instead, a white bar is displayed. Got no white bar. Oh, maybe this is the one. Let's see. Hey Asobo, guess what? I managed to reproduce your no repo bug on my first try. Passenger boarding stopped at 30%, so I used skip to taxi and my plane went off to conquer the moon.
Permission to begin in-flight service.
Also, my second try, this happened after I used skip to taxi. They have a picture of people under the plane. Like, I've never seen that. Oh, time to serve the half peanuts.
Permission granted. Our crew will now start serving lunch. Please make sure your tray table is in the upright position. Enjoy.
It's always funny too when people are upset about the livery it picks. Like, oh, why is Aero Mexico flying in Finland? I don't really care. I just like seeing real life liveries that I don't have to pay for. I don't really care where I'm flying. If it doesn't make sense, I don't care. I mean, it's just, who cares? But, yeah, I mean, people have been posting about this since the sim released. We've done 737 missions since then, quite a few times. I've done other ones, you know, off stream just to kind of test things out. I've never had any issues with that. Same with the landing gear malfunction, never had issues with that. So, I still believe something third party that somebody has is for whatever reason interfering with it. Because, yeah, I mean, no idea. Because, yeah, in the feedback snapshot, 737 passenger career, you've left the parking stand before completing boarding, has the no reproduction designation. And I got to agree with Asobo. I've yet to see that ever happen. Oh, we need to probably change the barometer. That way we actually get to the proper 30,000 feet. I don't think my clouds are set to ultra, but I'm not going to bother changing that right now. Yes, who am I kidding? I'm not going to sit there and look at non-ultra cloud. I mean, maybe they are. Oh, they are. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Cool. They're just very fluffy clouds today. And welcome to the cruise altitude of 30,000 feet.
Good morning, dear passengers. This is your captain speaking. Today I'm assisted by co-pilot Ariel Fields. Welcome aboard flight HBA 39, inbound to Portland. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 27,500 feet and at an airspeed of 300 knots. It's 10:02 a.m. and we should expect a smooth flight all the way. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the barrel roll. We're about to commence. Happens all the time on Xbox. Well, now we're gonna test it out right after we finish this flight. Because now I'm interested. I'm not gonna do the full flight on that one, but I want to see. Very interested in seeing that. Our ground speed right now is 459 knots, true airspeed of 460. But yeah, we'll definitely check it out on the Xbox version as well. I mean, I guess technically we can already do that anyways because all the issues apparently are before takeoff, so... I'm just gonna make sure the Xbox doesn't have an update. Even though I can't see it, but I'll just hit A and see what happens. Because of my one HDMI cable setup I got going on.
CTW-132 Hotel Papa Alpha Tree 09er, Seattle Center. Radar contact. Continue to John Wee.
My toe. Oh, man. Yeah, it's odd because I've flown 737s in career mode since release, and I've never had the gear malfunction or passengers not loaded in. So here, we're gonna just test it out. Because that flight's gonna go a bit longer than I was anticipating it doing. Ow. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what the heck I was on the menu there, but the latest, what is, oh yeah, let's not do the console one, please, thank you. That was like 5 days ago. It's so funny seeing Helldivers 2 come out to Xbox. Didn't that come out like over a year ago already? Let's see. Because we'll do it a couple times, just let it do its thing. Maybe. Career always takes a while to load on Xbox for some reason. I don't know why that's the case. Oh yeah, bandwidth too low. Whatever. Me too, Omar. Me too. Because I'm kind of getting sick of waiting for actual aircraft fixes and stuff. Since apparently we're not getting anything, planes get fixes, quote unquote. But it's for the most useless things and not the main things that people have been reporting about. So, you ever gonna get into career mode, or are we just gonna sit here and look at headquarters? What are you doing? Oh, there we go. Finally. But alright, let's see what's going on here. Because I want to do a small airport, which this won't have a gate, so that's perfect. Because I want to have a gate and not a gate. Because typically the non-gate airports, the passengers just spawn in, or at least it's a lot faster. And of course, we're not doing the full flight, we're just doing the initial part, see if anything goes wrong. And we'll start taxiing and see if any errors come up. And we'll do this a couple times just to see in different situations. I still love the music in career mode. This one would actually work pretty good for the main menu music too.
Good afternoon. So we're flying to Washington. Amazing place.
What's up? Still love the performance on Xbox now in the sim. It's crazy.
Thank you.
KW, I would love to see some missions for the blimp in career. No doubt about it. Oh, look, he had a cone. That was kind of cool.
Mountain Home Ground, CTWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha 4114, ready to taxi IFR.
CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha 4114. Taxi to and hold short of runway 12 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on
Oh, see?
133.85 when ready.
When it does the cutscene like that, it sets it right.
Taxi to and hold short runway 12, using taxiway Alpha, CTWN 32 Hotel Papa Alpha 4114.
By the way, I don't have my Thrustmaster plugged into the Xbox right now, so... We're not really going to be flying anyways, we're just kind of testing things out.
Ladies and gentlemen, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking.
Yep, exactly, Adam. I mean, they wanted to do that anyways with, like, special events and all that. I could see that. You know, that would be cool.
Please pay attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Dear passengers, please direct your attention to the front of the cabin for an important safety demonstration. There are identified emergency exits on this
A nice
aircraft.
DLW, very
Land
nice.
and locate the exit closest to you. Should the cabin experience a sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, then pull the strap to adjust it. If you are traveling with children, wear your own mask properly on before helping your children. In case of emergency, after the brace, message, tuck your chin onto your chest and bend forward. Place your head against the seat in front with your arms wrapped around your head. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life jacket is located under your seat. If necessary, take the vest.
So
and
is it like a
slip over your
career
head.
mode
Pass the
or
straps
what?
around your waist and adjust like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord.
'Cause I see it as like virtual airlines. Because everything else feels like Volanta, you know, where you can track your flight and all that kind of stuff.
Taxi speed, Captain.
So I'm assuming that warning is supposed to, or that failed is supposed to pop up when you start moving the aircraft, is my guess. I don't see why it would pop up any other point. And gotcha, DLW, okay. I mean, Adam, I love the ideas. I could get behind that as well. Monorific, still waiting for PC setup. Nice. Hopefully get it soon. Welcome to the stream. FMJ, I'm watching from Cyprus today. Very nice. Peanuts already served? Yes, FMJ, absolutely. You did miss out on that. And I always miss the whole, I don't know why I have such a fun time with the hold short on this thing. With the 737.
Tower, CDWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha, 4114 ready for departure. Runway 12, IFR to Dulles.
CDWN 32, Hotel Papa, Alpha 4114. Altimeter 2992. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 12, CDWN 32, Hotel Papa Alpha 4114. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your
I can't
seats
believe when
in
2020 first
trays
came out, this is how I was playing Flight Sim with an Xbox controller for everything.
devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
I got pretty decent at it too, but I'm not good at it anymore. I just don't feel like unplugging everything here since we're not really flying, we're just testing this out. Seeing if we can run into that error that I, again, have never seen on either platform, and so far, all good here. What's gears? Oh, that's gears. Why is the light floating off the engine? Weird.
CDWN 32, Hotel Papa, Alpha.
Oh, there we go. 737, working in career, flying away, no issues. Test number 1 complete. All right. Hello, William. Hello, hello. We're not anywhere specific because I'm not actually doing full flights. I'm just going... Because what I want to do from time to time is go through common reports of issues and just seeing if it holds true. from the flight sim forums, and so far we're 2 for 2 on the 737 working correctly in career mode, that some of the forums are clarifying are impossible to use. So it's kind of what we're doing currently. The first hour of this stream was flying the airship over London, which was really cool. You wouldn't have joined in the blimp? Well then, FMJ, you would have been banned from the server. Alright, so 2 for 2. Let's see if we can make it 3 for 3. I'll go to a busier airport. Let's see how the sim's doing on Xbox at Kennedy International. I still like the menu music too. I know a lot of people don't, but I like it. I don't know. I guess it's my kind of music, so I'm not too upset about it. Just something subtle, relaxing. But yeah, hopefully you're having a fantastic in Cyprus, FMJ. I mean, just diving back into the in-sim career mode has been nice, not having to open up other programs or doing all this other stuff, and it's just, it's been nice not dealing with anything else again. Because most of the time I hate getting third-party programs and doing all that kind of crap. Pilops is fun, but it needs more improvements. Ooh, the S7 livery, right? I know Sim Update 4, we're going to be getting new airline liveries. Excited to see what those will be. I don't know why. I mean, I just like the liveries anyways, especially since I'm not paying for them. They're just part of the default sim. Plus, it's just nice to have those liveries for the AI traffic as well. So, you know, it just makes the world feel a lot more alive as opposed to everything going around as, you know, factory liveries or anything like that. 31 to 32 degrees centigrade the whole week. Oh my goodness. Very nice. I can't believe my pilot can't have his fighter jet helmet on in career mode. Alright, let everything load in. This is a handcrafted airport at JFK. Nice. I'm still amazed by the performance on Xbox.
Happy to be flying with you today, Captain.
Now, the performance is going to tank because all the ground operation vehicles just... We already saw it on PC, where once they're moving around, the frames just explode for whatever reason.
Staff. We're ready to begin boarding.
Well, actually, I have that... Oh, no, they are there. So don't be surprised if the frame rate's dropping there, because it will. When baggage and catering truck and all that start moving, it'll start falling apart. It'll come back once they're done moving, though.
CDWN 32, Lima Alpha, India 928. The jetway is going to be connected.
Oh, see, that animated right.
CTW-132 Lima Alpha India 928. Could you please send the baggage?
CDWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928. Baggage is on the way.
So passengers is up to 100% already.
Boarding closed, Captain.
Kennedy Ground, CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928. Could you please send the catering truck?
CDWN
Oh, sorry.
32 Lima Alpha India 928. The catering truck is on the road.
No, actually the frame rate isn't dying with them moving around here. Interesting. Well, good. That works.
Kennedy Ground, CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928 IFR to Coco. Ready to copy.
CDWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928 is cleared to Coco Airport by the D's 5 departure.
Coco.
Runway tree 1 right.
Can we actually see the baggage going in from here?
Level tree 60. Departure frequency
No.
is 1 tree 5 decimal 9er. Squawk 0 tree 25.
Cleared to Coco via the D's 5 departure, CNDR transition, runway tree 1 right. Climb via SID maintain flight level tree 60. Departure frequency is 1 tree 5 decimal 9er, squawk 0 tree 25, CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928.
CDWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121 decimal 9er. Good day.
Luggage loading now complete.
Is the jetway gonna break off? Oh, there it goes.
CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928. Requesting pushback.
Pushback request accepted. Tovar is set, Captain. You are cleared to start engines.
Can you skip the taxi? I never do that. I'm just trying to see what's going on here because people say you can't even get past this step. So
Pushback complete, Captain.
Kennedy Ground, CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928 with Victor. Ready to taxi IFR.
CDWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree 1 right via taxiway. Lima Alpha Alpha Hotel Bravo Bravo Hotel Cross runway.
that plane is loud.
Hotel Yankee Yankee Alpha. Contact tower on 12 tree decimal 9er when ready.
Taxiing, Hold short runway tree 1 right, using taxiway Lima Alpha Alpha Hotel Bravo, Bravo Hotel cross runway, 4 left Hotel Yankee Yankee Alpha, CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928.
But now we'll do the skip just to see what happens. There we go. Still waiting for this impossible to fly the 737 in career mode to happen. Oh.
Kennedy Tower, CTWN 32 Lima Alpha India 928 at runway tree 1 right, ready for departure, IFR to Coco.
CDWN 32, Lima Alpha, India 928, altimeter 2982, cleared for takeoff, runway, tree 1 right.
Kennedy Tower, Endeavour 522 tree at runway 22 right, ready for departure, IFR to Buffalo.
Endeavour 522 tree, altimeter 2982, cleared for takeoff, runway 22 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway, tree 1 right, CTWN 32, Lima Alpha, India 928. To all passengers, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly.
Cleared
Your
for takeoff
seat is
runway
in the upright
22
position,
right,
and
Endeavour
your tray table
522
is
tree.
securely stored. Thank you.
Endeavour 522 tree, contact New York departure on 1 tree, 5.9er. Good day. CDWN 32, Lima Alpha, India 902, 8 contact, New York departure on 1 tree, 5.9er. Good day.
Hard freeze there. Other than that,
CTWN 32 Lima Alpha, India
pretty decent.
928.
But again, impossible to fly in career mode. Alright, so there's that. 3 for 3 now on not seeing any issues on PC or Xbox spawning into the 737 in career mode. We'll try it one more time, and I'm going to assume we're not going to have any issues. I'll just spawn at a random airport here. And KW, yeah, air traffic is in career mode on Xbox, yeah. most definitely. I'll show where to turn it on just in case it isn't defaulted on for you. But yeah, air traffic on Xbox has been around for a while, actually. Because I know during Sim Update 1 it was gone, and then it came back in Sim Update 2, if I'm not mistaken. It is a pretty interesting airport. Good old Area 51. Glad it works for you. I mean, I've never seen any issues with the 737 except for the plane itself, you know, the trim and all that kind of nonsense. But yeah, never ever saw in gear malfunction that was going on in the early days, and definitely never seen anything that mission failed immediately. So no idea why some people are experiencing that.
Hi, Captain. Happy to work with you today. I'm your first officer, Stuart Proctor. Nice to meet you.
Passengers traveling to Mirabel on flight SCA 9012. Please have your boarding passes and passports ready. Flight SCA 9012 now boarding at Gate 1.
And FMJ, yes. Because it needs to happen. Not everybody's going to be around an entire flight the whole time. Because I know I'm not. I have, you know, the longitude takeoff. If I miss some ATC stuff, I don't care. I'm not going to be sitting around it the whole time. So, if we can get to a point where ATC... Because we already have that in free flight. Where AI can communicate with ATC, you don't have to deal with it. That absolutely needs to come to career mode. Especially for those really long flights, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting for every single ATC communication to be replied to.
Charlie Alpha 9012 with Victor ready to taxi IFR.
CTWN32 Sierra Charlie Alpha 9012. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree 2 using taxiway Alpha cross runway tree 2 Bravo Delta cross runway tree 2 Delta Alpha cross runway tree 6. Contact tower on 118.4 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree 2 via taxiway Alpha cross runway tree 2 Bravo Delta cross runway tree 2 Delta Alpha cross runway tree 6 CDWN 32 Sierra Charlie Alpha 9012.
Okay. Where am I going? Perfect, right there.
Ladies and gents, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions.
Oh, I'm stuck on the
card located by
EFB.
your
Goodness
seat.
gracious.
A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our speeds too high, Captain. You should throttle back. Ladies and gents, I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors where we'll be demonstrating our safety procedures. Thank you. Dear passengers, please direct your attention to the
I don't know why it wants to go right.
There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Look around and locate the exit closest to you. Should the cabin experience a sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth.
There we go.
Then pull the strap
I think
to
getting
adjust
highlighted on the
keep our
EFB
travel
kind of
children.
focused it to stay to the right.
Proper your chest and bend forward. Place your head against the seat in front with your arms wrapped around your head. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life jacket is located under your seat. If necessary, take the vest and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill it, blow into the oral inflating system. Whistle and light are here to attract attention.
I don't even know where that's... It's like a weird reflection from here? I don't know. It's odd. But yep, so I'm with the Sobo on that. I mean, I can't reproduce whatever people are having issues with. No idea. I still think it has something to do with some third-party thing sitting in the background or something. Because I know people... I mean, it might even be some random third-party world stuff, like taxis. I don't know, just something weird might be conflicting with something. I mean, if you really run into that a lot, I recommend just having a full vanilla sim, see if it still happens. Because, yeah. I can't reproduce it either. And we've spawned at gates, we've spawned without gates, so it just skips it and goes through the cutscene, and not a single issue or mission failed. We're at one right now, Barry.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2.
There was no gate. We've done that a couple times now.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2.
And KW, yeah, I mean, unplayable. Absolutely impossible to fly the 737 in career mode. Can't do it.
Ladies and gents, prepare for takeoff.
We can't do it, co-pilot. The 737 doesn't work in career mode. It just doesn't work.
Thank you.
It's impossible to fly the 737 in career mode. Which is why we're in the 727. Yeah. So, yeah, no idea. Can't reproduce it. No clue.
1 tree 4 decimal tree for CTWN.
No clue. Hello, Tootsie Box. Hello, hello.
9012.
Alright, one other thing I want to test out is that airport that somebody said was broken. And I think it was in England. Was it under this? No, it was under the regular flight sim form. There it is. Echo Delta V Victor Kilo. Let's check that out. We'll see it on the Xbox here. Echo Delta Victor Kilo. Oh. Oh, you have to hit A again, okay. Okay, he said this is a handcrafted airport. It's not, because there's no star on it. Let me guess, it's a third-party add-on that he's complaining about. Let's see. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to be in the blimp anymore. I forgot I still had it selected. Alright. Hi, blimp. Oh shoot, hang on. There we go. I see the issue, but yeah, this is not a handcrafted airport. There's just a lot of airports in the sim, because, I mean, that's crazy. But definitely not handcrafted. Not a runway I would like to land on. Wow, that's really messed up. I guess I don't have too much to complain about my home airport. At least it doesn't have a gigantic hill. In there. Is it handcrafted? I mean, it has Piper on the thing. Doesn't seem very handcrafted, though. And it doesn't have the star. Normally the handcrafted ones do. But yeah, that's pretty horrendous. But I've noticed, I mean, again, my airport isn't that horrendous, but wow. Can use it as a ski ramp, though. I mean, yeah, that's perfect. I tell you what's impossible flying career mode. Your $80 A350. Yeah, no doubt. Wow, look at that storm, by the way. That's pretty crazy. And I'm okay. I would never fly it in career mode anyways. That plane is just gone. I'm never having it in my list again. It better have not come back after I reinstalled. No, it's thankfully gone. No, it isn't. Oh wait, yes it is. That's just the regular A330. And of course, we couldn't get Heavy Airliner because the skip feature wasn't working, and that's why it was delayed into Sim Update 4, which is annoying. I wish they would have just released it anyways. If people want to wait for skip, then they can wait for it. I don't need the skip feature. It would have been nice to get that going, but unfortunately, that's why it was delayed. Well, alright everybody, there we have it. A little flight sim stream for you, which started with the lovely Skyship 600. Love that thing. And, yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. We'll be back probably tomorrow for a live stream. If anything, we'll probably be doing some more Xbox stuff. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Again, thank you for all the support on Flight Sim, and I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.